Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Starfield. The landing on the House of Rune's planet was still glitched, but I was able to get it to trigger just by re-landing on the planet while I was already landed on it. So this guy fed up with me immediately. Hold still and choose your words very carefully. That'll determine how long you live.
Choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You have no right to be here. You will tell me how you found this place.
I found your wayward star station, the Oracle.
But it was lost. All communication ceased. There was no sign of it.
I'm afraid there were no survivors.
We had feared as much, but it is good to know for certain. Forris, I think we need not fear our guest. Perhaps, in this time of need, the Great Serpent has delivered us a gift.
Counselor, with due respect, we have not had unannounced visitors here in generations. It is a clear breach of security.
I do not disagree, and I know that security, in whatever small form we can grasp it, is of paramount importance. But you must acknowledge the timing is curious. And perhaps our guest's intent should be determined before we take further action.
Your station brought me here. It jumped while my ship was docked.
We received the automated transmission, but you are certainly not who we expected to find.
Great Serpent,
What's happening again?
hear me.
Speaker, we are here!
We have reached out to you to seek guidance in our hour of need. The gate in the Citadel has been opened just to seek you. Have I failed you? What is this place? Where am I? Why do you not show yourself? I strive only to follow your command. All must serve. Please, do not leave me in darkness. I seek only your wisdom, your guidance. Great Serpent, your children cry out to you. Oh, Great Serpent, is that you? Is it your presence I feel?
No. You okay, bud?
I feel something, yet I see nothing. Is this a test? What do you require of me?
Can you see me? He already
Great
said no.
Serpent, I have done all that I can. The scaled citadel itself has been transformed to petition you. I know that all must serve, but I need more. I require guidance. Take pity on us and reveal the way forward.
We wish no harm
Yep.
upon you, outsider. Our leader, Anasko Varun, he has appeared like this over and over. So many of our people have been trapped in this state, these vortex phantoms. But usually they are hostile and lash out. Anasko is different. If only we could hear his voice, some reassurance that all is not lost.
Yeah, you got more information on how they're ending up like this? What's going on?
I am not able to go into detail.
Of
It
course.
was an experiment, an accident. Many of our people left in a similar state. While most are hostile, Anasko is... The Great Serpent spared him that fate. He's different. If only we could communicate with him.
He doesn't seem to be able to see us, and he didn't respond to me at all.
What do you mean? Despite the sightings, none have heard the word from Anasko in all this time, yet You claim to? Do
Huh?
not toy with me. Not about this. If you speak truth, you must prove it. What did he say?
Oh, I'm special, so I'm the only one who can hear those people talking. Gotcha. Um, he's trying to contact the Great Serpent, but something's wrong. He sounds lost.
By the serpent. The experiment was a secret, even to many of our own people. Truly, you did hear Anasco. You have been chosen.
Oh, why aren't I special?
People of House Varun, hear me. We have asked the Great Serpent for deliverance from our calamity, and he has answered us. This outsider has been chosen as the most unlikely vessel for the Great Serpent's divine providence, and he will help save us all.
I don't know about all that.
Outsider, please. There is no denying you have been sent here as a sign. You must help us. But there are precepts that must be followed, principles that must be obeyed. Even in these dire circumstances, we cannot turn from Jinan Varun's teachings. You will be granted safe passage through Dazra and the lands beyond. No harm will come to you. On that, you have my word.
Yeah, we'll see.
But to truly aid us, you must become part of House Varun. This is not a thing done lightly, and it cannot be taken back. Will you commit to helping us by becoming one of the promised?
Um, um, hmm. Yeah, what exactly am I signing up for? What do you want from me?
Well, efforts to do something, anything about our current dilemma have fallen to political infighting. I believe your arrival, if nothing else, represents a sign from the Great Serpent himself that we must finally put aside our differences and work together. It must be ordained that you would appear before us now, able to hear the speaker when no one else can.
Fine. Where do I begin?
Excellent. Please, come with me. Forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Malibor Dulkev, a member of the High Council of House Varun. I have been asked to represent the Council in this moment. Please, enter our city. You have my word that you will not be harmed. I would ask that until you have become promised, you avoid the citizens of Dazra. They are not used to outsiders. Open the gate!
Who's he
I must
looking at?
temper what I reveal for now, but surely you saw the scaled citadel as you arrived. It was the center of How could you find our home? explosion of sorts that has annihilated most of our city. We have lost many of our brothers and sisters. I believe we are still in danger.
Chosen by the serpent himself.
What is the meaning of this? Is there a problem, Makula?
The city is in shambles. The speaker is missing, and here you are leading some outsider through our sacred space? Why allow this husk to defile our city? Have we not lost enough?
Have faith. I believe this outsider was guided here by the Great Serpent himself. Soon, Serpent willing, they will be one of us. But I can be sure and pass your concerns on to the rest of the High Council, if you wish. I apologize for the interruption. There is a ritual intended for converts to the Promised that has not been performed in generations. We are fortunate that there are those still alive who remember the old ways, should have remained prepared for such a moment as this.
Yeah, what's the advantage of not taking on any new members of your what seems very much like a cult?
Herald Inaza, I suspected we might find you here waiting.
I saw the ship landing. I knew immediately that I would be needed.
Indeed you are. This is Inaza Kaisir, Herald of the Serpent. She will guide you through the ritual. I am needed elsewhere, but I assure you that you are in good hands.
Okie dokie.
So, the Great Serpent sends you to me. No husk that walk the Serpent's path. To enter this sacred cave, there is no turning back. You will be forever changed. This is a path you must walk of your own free will, alone. Will you step forward and emerge anointed, one of the promised?
What's in the cave?
A lesson, a test, a moment for the Great Serpent to reach out and fill you with something more than what you have been.
Why am I doing this? This is 100% necessary?
Those born to House Faroon spend every day surrounded by our history. The rituals that separate us from the husks happen naturally over time. You have not experienced that. Those who have not answered the Serpent's call cannot coexist with House Faroon. And so, if you are to aid us in our time of need, you must become one of the promised.
Alright, fine. I guess we'll do that.
Then enter, and I shall guide you along the Serpent's path.
I have other matters that require my attention, but I will see you soon.
Okay. Walk the Serpent's path.
The path lies before you, but it is up to you to walk it.
Okie dokie. Alright, this goes back up to the top.
Before House Faroon, there were humans. First on Earth, then scattered among the stars. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark, looking for a path. One particular colony ship housed several hundred of these souls. They were each alone and isolated, individual tiny flames that could be snuffed out at a moment's notice.
Blow out the candle. Alright.
But Jinan Varun encountered the Great Serpent and was given the gift of knowledge. He shared his knowledge with those around him and lit the way for them. They followed his guidance and his light, and they cast aside the burdens of their former lives. And thus, House Varun was born. Now you too have the chance to cast aside your burdens, to relieve yourself of anything that holds you back.
Okay. Optional cast aside your burdens. What does this do? Throw something in here, I guess? I got any junk? Throw a vortex shard in there, maybe? All right.
The people's hopes and fears and dreams were entrusted to the Great Serpent. They made the leap of faith that brought House Faroon to greatness. You may now follow in their footsteps and take that same leap. Embrace the Great Serpent, and he will embrace you.
Make a leap of faith this way. Okay, it's a small jump, not really a leap of faith. Sure. I need to go this way? Don't mind if I do. Nah, this appears to be the wrong.
The people of House Faroon settled this world, at first in these very caves. Shinan Varun himself slept among them in these shelters. It was here that he spread the word of the serpent, and it was here that the people of House Faroon first understood the truth of the shrouding. The great serpent's return. It was here that the people of House Faroon first understood the truth of their place in the universe. He will encircle the universe he created, and all those who do not follow will be cast into shadow. And the people weighed this knowledge against their former lives, and saw how they had been blessed despite the difficult new life that awaited them. You too would do well to feel that solace amidst the pain.
Okay. Contemplate shrouding. Okay, so they make you sit in poisoned water. Okay. Okay, do I have any meds for this? What do we got? Status effects. Have a stimulants addiction from that? Is that what that is? I guess this is what I need to use. That did nothing. Okay, excellent.
Until that day comes, we are the voice and the hands of the Great Serpent. Our every act a sacrifice to hasten his return. Make now a sacrifice to prove your devotion. And remember, whether in life or in death, all must serve.
That wasn't very nice. I'm gonna get up there.
Let us begin the final ritual. While none since Jinan Varun have stood before the Great Serpent, we can all feel his presence.
Oh, yeah?
To solidify this bond, you are presented with a simple choice. Before you on this dais are several items. They represent different aspects of House Varun's connection to the Great Serpent. Pick the two that call to you. Place them on the altars. Offerings to the Great Serpent that he may fill you with his spirit and make you promise.
Oh, I gotta grab one of those things and put it over there. Guess effigy of strength, I guess. Okay. That do the thing. Oop, shit. Oh, there's another one there. Perseverance.
And so you arise, one of the promised of House Varun. Did you feel the Great Serpent working within you? Do you feel born anew?
I feel exactly the same as I did before.
Through strength and perseverance, House Varun will triumph over all that stands in its way.
Okay.
I grant you the title of Vindicator. All will know you. All will trust you. Above us, in the grand ship morning, jewel of the Varun fleet, the High Council awaits your arrival. Serve them. Serve the Great Serpent. All must serve.
Okay. She just completely didn't acknowledge that I was like this. Doing this ritual changed absolutely nothing for me. Didn't even think about it for a second. Other than I got a little sick while I was meditating in that little pool. That's the only thing that happened.
Hello, Vindicator.
You gonna talk to me?
Welcome,
There it goes.
Vindicator. You stand before what remains of the High Council, advisors to Anasco Varun. We are all that is left after the disaster that has befallen our people. I represent House Dulkef. Jamal is from House Kadik, and we are joined by Lovek of House Vital. We are, all of us, hopeful that your arrival in Dazra and your clear connection to Anasco Varun, for the first time in weeks, represent some semblance of hope.
Yeah, I don't really have a connection to Anasco or anyone here at all.
But you do. We have only seen brief glimpses of him since the incident. But you heard him speak. How can that be taken as anything other than providence? Please, just allow us a moment to explain.
By all means, Malabor. I can't wait to see how you spin this.
Please, can we just for a moment?
Can we just for a moment what? Discuss whether or not to allow the first convert to House Varun since before any of us were born? A bit late on that, it seems.
You were not there. You did not see Anasco. It felt different. We have already wasted so much time.
You're correct. I was not there. Because you elected to travel to the spaceport on your own. And then decided this on your own.
Do not waste time with more bickering. Anasco, and by extension House Varun, suffers with every passing moment.
Of course, Lovek. My apologies. Please, Malabor. Do go on.
Anasco Varun, like his father before him, has relied on the teachings of Jinan to guide us. Anasco wondered if perhaps it was time to seek guidance directly from the Great Serpent, and so sought a means of reaching out.
And it didn't
Perhaps
work.
he
Surprise,
found the teachings
surprise.
inadequate.
Careful, Kadik. You tread on dangerous ground.
I mean nothing by it. We simply were never consulted on the matter and do not know the full motive.
The point is that a series of experiments have taken place over the years, utilizing grav drive technology to hopefully make direct contact with the Great Serpent, similar to Jinan Varun's initial meeting.
And then something went wrong.
We do not know what happened. We were not inside the Scaled Citadel at the time.
Had we been, we wouldn't be standing here now. We'd be like the rest of them.
Yeah.
A great tide of energy emanated from the Scaled Citadel and swept across Dasra. Much was destroyed in its wake. Those caught in the blast have been left in a state of confusion, trapped halfway between our universe and the Vortex. The Citadel itself remains in such a state. Right there and yet beyond our reach. We can only assume that the experiment is still running, somehow preventing us from entering the Citadel. We cannot get in, so we cannot stop it. We're beginning to lose hope before you arrived.
Okay. How long ago did this happen?
It has only been a few weeks. There had been efforts to put together some kind of response, some plan. But they had fallen apart.
So what are you calling the vortex?
Forgive me, I am no scientist. But as it has been explained to me, what we call the vortex is the space between universes.
Okay, and how do you want me to fix that?
Your arrival and your interaction with Anasco shows that he can still be saved. A plan had been devised to access the Citadel, but the work stalled. Clearly, it is time to move forward with it. The current head of our science team, Ekris, should be in Jinan Plaza down below us, towards the Citadel. Tell him about your experience with Anasco, and that work on the morning device must proceed.
Okay. Oh, I keep getting this elevator goes more places the more times I ride it.
Do you know the scientists out at Hamadi Station?
The old married couple? Azad and Shireen, if I remember right.
Ah, Dasra.
Do you truly have no shame? Beyond disgraceful. It is morbid, disgusting.
What is this?
You should be hanging your head in shame. But instead, here you are, acting like a common fool.
What? What do you want?
Break it up. Nobody wants to hear this.
That is what I have been saying, but nobody listens to me.
Please accept my apologies. I caught my brother attempting to do something unspeakable, and I could not contain my anger.
Oh yes, go on. Invite a total stranger into our family squabbles.
Everybody
This
else
is
is
no
inviting me into your
squabble,
stuff.
you pompous fool. What you have done today is abhorrent. I can forgive stealing my money or pawning my valuables,
What I cannot abide, however, is you attempting to some mother's urn with her remains still within.
Oh my. That is awful.
I was drunk. I did not know. All of those vases appeared the same.
It is an urn, not a vase, you ignoramus. And you were the one who chose it when Mother passed away. I am tired of your shamelessness, and I am done bearing what should be your indignity. Do you hear me? I am done. You have gone too far this time, Amila, and I cannot bear the humiliation of being your brother any longer. I challenge you to a duel. Danica shall be my second.
What? Are you mad?
Borhall, are you sure? There is already so much death in the city. What good would this do? There has to be another way.
Too late, Danica. He has issued his challenge.
Okay.
I accept. I, in fact, look forward to it. You shall be my second.
You sure there's no other way we can resolve this? I don't know you guys. I definitely don't want to be the second of the guy who got so drunk and tried to sell his mother's
I believe
urn.
we have just passed the point of no return.
I would not have proposed the duel unless I were fully committed to it. I am well past the point of compromising.
Okay. I don't even know what a second is.
Our job is to make preparations and ensure fairness on both sides. We shall have different duties between the two of us, but our aim is to prepare the site of the duel, weapons, ceremonies, and discourage any ambushes.
Sure, I guess.
Then it is settled. Outsider, you will work alongside Danica to prepare for the duel. As for you, Amila, enjoy these last few moments, for when we next meet, your shameful life ends.
Do not sound so confident, brother.
I
The
see why
family home is
Anasco
this way.
spoke to you.
Okay.
It is not far.
It looks like we're getting sidetracked already, and we're
You
setting
will
up
be
for a
working
duel.
for me.
Unfortunately, we'll have to
Seconds,
continue
it is
this
our duty
next
to
time.
prepare
Thank you
for
all
the
so very
duel
much for watching.
and
Have a
ensure
good one.
fairness. I am sorry that you have found yourself in this situation.